or comments from us or guests representing DoD or the armed forces.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Excuse me. Doot.
What did they do all day?
I went to work.
Oh yeah. Wasn't hardly nobody at work, was it?
Packed. Everybody was at work.
Hey. How about that? I know everybody at work.
Show starts in
The only thing about the holiday.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Ready in time.
1, go.
Wrong one.
Are we on already?
Yep.
man.
There it is. Wait,
Weird.
hit play. All right. Welcome to the Squid Game 2 review.
Well, actually, it's Squid Game Season 2, Episode 2 review.
Oh, yeah. That shit. That right there. I'm still trying to set this up. Give me a second.
Yeah, I hope everyone has been enjoying this wonderful masterpiece of a series that's on Netflix. And if you're watching, I'm assuming you've seen the Squid Game Season 1. If you haven't, you're missing out. I would encourage you to go back and then watch Season 1. Let's watch Season 2. Too often we hear about series that get a lot of hype and that don't live up to it. This is definitely not one of those shows. So if you're interested in a show with lots of thrillers and a lot of like action, this is the series to watch.
All right.
Don't worry about the subtitles. The subtitles is no big deal. You'll get over the subtitles. It's a phenomenal series.
All right. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Man, my mic look like trash. What the heck going on? All right. First and foremost, this is, what's up, Big Williams? Hey, shout out to the Cowboys for beating the Bucks last week. Big shout out to you. I watched the whole thing in one day. All right, so look, no spoil alerts. We are spoiling episode 2. You're welcome to comment on episode 2 only. Not 3, not 1, episode dos. Only. I don't know how to say only in Spanish. That's it. But so we talked about episode 1, left you on that good cliffhanger. No. The Cowboys won. I really appreciate them beating the brakes off the Bucks because it helped out the Falcons. So me and DC back on here to talk about episode 2. I remember what episode of which, but I'll try. Yeah, please don't spoil this for us. I haven't seen episode 3. I stopped at 2. Philly has cheated and have moved on, but he will focus.
I didn't
on
have
2
time to wait
only.
for y'all, so I wouldn't say it's cheating. I didn't have time to wait for y'all.
But you're still just going to talk about episode 2.
Yep, just going to talk about episode 2.
All right.
No spoilers here.
So I just got done watching it. So I remember a little bit about the beginning. So as we predicted, I'll say as you predicted, they teamed up with 2 C's in the building. What up? Not Europe. Let me give you access to the chat because you look lost right now. So let me give you that. All right, there you go.
Yeah, that would help.
There you go.
That would help.
2 C's in the building. Europe. All right. So as you predicted, I'm not going to pronounce names, but what's his number? 453?
456.
456 teams up with the cop who teams up with my nickname for him is they were Dumb and Dumber, but since Dumber died, it's just Dumb. So it's 456, the cop, and Dumb. All team up to their master plan to take down the games, right? Kind of how it started.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dumb was tied up, still bucket naked in the bed.
Why do you call him dumb for?
Because his homeboy, they were Dumb and Dumber, because I don't know their freaking name, because they tried to take down the suitcase man, or the what did you call him? The recruiter.
Yeah.
So that's why I call him Dumb. If they
Well,
were
you know,
just
one
stuck
of
to
them,
the
the one
plan.
that I'll let you continue.
No,
now.
go ahead. Interrupt me, please.
I was gonna say the Dumb and Dumber is one was the boss of that little syndicate that 456 hired,
Yeah,
and the other one was his underling.
right.
The underling is the one they were pretty close. I guess he officiated his wedding, so there was some history or relationship there, which will lead to the next point. But yeah, that's what I was gonna add that.
Excuse me for this cough I can't get rid of. So yeah, they all meet up in the hotel room. The underling, or I call him Dumb, took out the cop with a fire extinguisher, and then realized the what was his name? The recruiter was dead. Put the cop in the bathtub. They had a conversation. Basically, the end of the conversation was, let's just team up to take them down because that's my brother and I need to go after my brother. Thoughts?
Yeah, going back to the Dumb and Dumber thing, like it was interesting how they highlighted how the underling was like complaining about the money they were making or the money they were making because it was doing all this searching and stuff before they found the recruiter. And he mentioned like, hey, I officiated your wedding, whatever. So there was some connection there. And so, which was interesting to me was when the cop found Gi Hong, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name, Gi Hong or 456, and he went in to arrest him basically because he assumed he murdered the front man,
Right.
which obviously he didn't. It was he lost the game or whatever. And then the guy came in and hit him, which was interesting too. So I did find it strange that they quickly became teammates. I thought the cop was going to try to like go off on his own.
Yes.
And then when he asked him, he said, yo, I'm gonna take these people down or whatever. He says, do you know who
Hot
the front
sauce.
man
Thanks for the
is?
subscribe.
And he said, no, I don't know who the front man is. In which he does know who the front man is his brother. He just didn't want to reveal it, probably to protect his brother. Because you notice earlier in the episode, I guess he was talking to his mother. the cop was talking to his mother was like talking about how they haven't seen their brother in so long. They don't know where he is. Obviously, the cop knows, but I guess the front man was like her stepson and
Right.
his stepbrother. And so there was something about a liver that the cop needed to survive, and then the front man had a choice to save his brother or save his wife, but he saved his brother. And so I'm curious as why he turned into this life of crime or this syndicate of this Squid Game piece.
Yeah, I think that's gonna come out later on. He should have said his brother was the front man. He should have. You're
Mm.
right. Yeah.
Why do you think that's interesting? I like to talk about that. Why do you think he should have said his brother was the front man?
God, I need some water. Hey, I'm gonna put this on you only and let you have a conversation with the people. Uh, Let me do this because I need to go get some water real quick. Still give you access to the chat so you can see when they write you, but it's all on you. I'll let you know when I
Yeah,
get
I'm
back.
curious, like, yo, like, why do y'all in the comments, why do y'all I'm curious, would y'all have revealed that the front man was your brother or sister? Or would you try to protect them in order to try to save your brother, sister later? Please put it in the comments. I'm curious to hear what y'all think. But I would have done the same thing. From my perspective, I wouldn't have told them that the front man was my brother. Remember, the whole purpose of the cop going to the island was to find his brother and save him. And he could have easily, you know, shot his brother, you know, to try to kill him, but he didn't. Notice how they both shot each other in the shoulder, purposely not to injure, severely injure one another. Well, I guess you could make a case of the cop that got shot in the shoulder, he fell off the off the cliff. So I don't know if he intended that to happen or not. But that'd be interesting to see what y'all guys think from that perspective. So go ahead and drop it in the chat.
All right, I'm
See
back.
what y'all think.
Uh, did you see those two comments from Mick Williams?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Uh, she said he went off
All
the
right.
cliff.
He went off the cliff. Yeah. So do y'all think he intended that to happen, or it's just the cop dropped off the cliff on purpose to try to get away?
What part were we talking about?
We talking about, do I asked the people listening,
Mm-hmm.
would they have turned in their brother to Ji Hong, or would they try to protect their identity?
Oh,
And I told him I would not reveal it either. I think
no.
the whole purpose of the cop going to the island was to save his brother.
Yep. I really think that's what the cop is on. His angle is, and I think 546 is that his name? 456.
Okay,
He really wants to kill his brother, which is going to be interesting later on.
Mhm.
Gene Harrison in the building. Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How are you? All right. So, did we move on? Can we move on to the next part?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So let me see if I remember what happened next. Is oh, they're like, yo, we're gonna need some guns. And that dude has an armory in the hotel that he had. Let me get to McWilliams' comment. Yep, what else was he gonna do with his brother now that he knew it was him as the top man? His brother can't be saved if he's running the show. Good point.
I don't necessarily believe that. I mean,
No.
you look at most series where the 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 family member is caught up in kind of a web of crime, and the good brother or sister tries to save them and pulls them out. And they team up together, whatever. There is a possibility that the cop can reach his brother, and then they all team up to bring down the whole syndicate. That is a possibility.
I don't think so. But I'll talk about that at the end with the message at the end. Why they say that games have to continue. Spoiler alert. But so they team up. He has his armory, and he's like, "We need to recruit a squad because he's just going in there to kill him. Like he just wants to meet the front man, go in there, kill him. So he has the card. Now, pause there. Move on to a whole new character. They introduced the girl who was the bunny rabbit in the handing out lollipops that was sleeping in her car in the park, the amusement park. You remember that?
Mhm. Yep.
So they introduced her. she had an interesting character. She has a lot of financial issues, obviously, sleeping in the car. Then she makes a connection with a little kid, which the father was horrible, but makes a connection with a kid to give him a lollipop. The kid draws her a picture. The kid somehow, this kid, what, is probably 4 years old,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
and he escapes from his dad, goes to the back of where the characters are, and everybody puts their helmet back on, and the kid gives him a picture. She thought that was sweet, made a connection with them. Fast forward, she gets a card while sleeping in her car. It's kind of hard to say. And she's going to join the games.
Mm.
Missed anything?
No, I kind of wanted to go back to before they set out the cop 456 and the underling, because remember they pulled that card out of the front man's what up?
Oh, I
Well,
forgot
not
about
front
that.
man,
Yeah. The recruiter.
out of the recruiter's pocket, and it had the address of where they're supposed to go. And then I think we're probably going to cover later how they plan to try to find this
Mm.
island and get tracked. But anyway, I'm probably getting ahead of it and stuff. But as far as the
No, you're right
girls,
there.
I want to kind of illustrate the part or hammer home no, illustrate underscore the part about the girl. You know, you hear these stories. You don't hear too many stories of North Korean citizens who are able to escape the country and they go to South Korea and then they leave their family behind and they pay these brokers
Mm,
all this money to try to get them out of North Korea. And sometimes it's so much money, and they may not even never seen their loved ones again. And it's actually the same, almost similar story to what was in season one. Because remember, the third contestant before the season ended had her brother was in an orphanage because her mother got left behind in North Korea, which was
va-
interesting. So
vaguely
it's
remember.
interesting how they use that again.
So, good point about the broker. So, 456 was using the broker also, correct?
He was using a broker, yes, to try to find. It was kind of like trying to find a family member of the third contestant from the first season because he was giving them money to try to locate, like I guess her mom or something like that. But it wasn't related to the new player that you're referring to that was sleeping
Okay.
in the parking
Okay. So, go back to the person in the parking lot. So she gets a card, and she's gonna play in the games. She goes, quits her job. Uh, the little boy, once again, I think it's a boy, could be a girl. The little kid, once again, is goes back to the amusement park. The bunny, which was her earlier, passes the kid by. The kid starts crying or visibly upset, and then something happens, and the kid has a heart attack. I don't know, passes out. I don't know what happened.
lot. Yeah, she was already ill or she had some sickness or something like that.
Okay,
Remember when they was going through the hospital, the doctor was saying that she was close to death, but they had some procedure that could save her, but it was going to cost all this money.
Mhm.
And the father was like, "Yo, just tell me what it is. I'll do whatever I can to get it, whatever." And they said, "Well, the next day we'll talk about the procedure." And the girl overheard it. The girl from the parking lot overheard it. That's when she went into the hospital room and gave the little girl her red hat.
Right. All right. So that storyline is going on. So then fast forward now it's October 31st, and I found that yeah, that kid needs a whooping. Cause that kid was running away from the dad. Like, what in the world's going on? Like, where's the dad at? Can you not see that?
No.
All right, let me get that to you. All right, there you go. All right, that kid, it does
Is there
need a
any way?
whooping.
Yeah.
What you about to say?
No, that's all right. It's all good.
All right. So the kid gets away, yeah. Blah blah blah. So move on to the last part. It was funny because God dog can't shake this cough. October 31st, and they said, you know, what's going on? They were like, this is an American holiday. Did you see that part?
Yeah, that was
I found that
interesting. Yeah.
very interesting that they slid
Mhm.
that part in there to make sure they know that Halloween is an American holiday. where everybody's dressing up. So they didn't really get the concept of putting on masks and all that. It seems like they didn't understand that. So the whole plan was he hired these Marines to help capture the front man, right? So 456 had the address. He went there. They were like, put a mask on, and they were gonna go in the party. And then once they go, they were gonna capture him. Pause. Move back a spot. They took out his tooth to put a tracking tooth in his mouth. You see that part?
Yeah, when they put a tracker inside his molar or his tooth. Yeah.
Right. So they took
That's
out his
that's
molar.
motivation right there.
Man, like no.
Forget that. It's bad enough. You know, one part, forgive me, one
Yeah,
part,
you're
did
good.
we cover the fact that they put a tracker in the back of his ear?
Yeah, season 1
The
or
Yeah,
episode
did we
1.
did cover
Episode
that,
1.
right?
Yeah. You
Yeah, we did
covered it.
cover that, right? Okay, all right, continue. I'm sorry.
So took out his molar with no anesthesia. Just
I know.
So
And they
get us
tough,
off the
man.
street. Just
Well, you know, when we were in Korea working time patrol, they used to tell us when they get in a fight, don't interrupt it. Just form a cordon around them, a moving cordon, because they're the only folks I know when they get in a fight, they fight to the death. They
oh, well,
breaking
shoot.
bottles, all kinds of
Okay.
stuff. Anyway.
Not Town Patrol. So so they had that, put a tracker in his tooth, so replace his tooth with a tracker, paid this dude a lot of money. Did you see the interesting part where they let the dentist out and it looked like somebody was watching him?
I didn't see that part. I know he looked outside the door to see if somebody was looking or
And
somebody was watching him leave, but I didn't see that part.
I just found the angle that they
Huh.
used kind of interesting.
Interesting.
Like
Yeah,
they
now that I
used it
think
from a
going back to
car.
it, yeah. Mhm.
Like they used it from a
Yeah.
vehicle or something. So they locked the door. So fast forward, got the Marines. They got a plan together. They're going to go in this party. They all have earpieces on. They're going to identify this guy and they're going to take him down. So they go in the party. They realize it's an American holiday because it's Halloween and they all have masks on. So the underling gets a mask from some local shop. Looks like a goddamn horse or something, pony or something. So he gets his little mask and he's ready to go. 456 like, F it, I'm not putting on no mask. I'm just going in. So they get in the party with the card. And the cop sees the Squid Game. What do you call those dudes? Guards? I don't know what they're called. The Squid Game.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like the workers or something like that.
Soldiers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say something like
Let me
that.
see. I was in Korea and I went to the same club, Noise Basement.
Noise Basement. Yo, was that in Osan or was that in Kunsan?
Yeah, done. I don't remember that one.
I remember now I was town patrol at Kunsan, so we had Savoy Club and stuff like that, but I don't remember the basement.
Yeah, we're still talking about
The
Squid
Noise
Games,
Basement.
episode 2. We're towards the end, or the good part. So they go in the club, and the Squid Game soldiers go in there. The cop recognizes him. He said, "Down Patrol Seoul." Oh, you were in Seoul? Oh, I never went there. I went there one time
Yeah,
for New Year's. That's it.
That's for high society folk.
So they notice him. He says, F it, I'm just going in there. They go in there. Meanwhile, the underling gets tased and he gets put to sleep at the bar. And 456 sees the dude comes right up to him. They don't say a word to each other. He just turns around, walks away, and he follows them. And they get in a limousine. So it was amazing. So
Yeah,
they get in this limousine and he's talking to a pig sound system, and it sounds like it's coming from the front man. It's having a conversation with 456 in the back of the limo. Meanwhile, remember, he has a tracker on, and they have a plan with 25, maybe 20 Marines to go take down this limo. So he gets the orders to follow him. They follow the limo. Meanwhile, in the car, they're having a conversation. I don't remember the conversation too well, the dialogue of the conversation. I don't know if you do.
Yeah, the front man was pretty much reiterating to him, like, "You should have got on that plane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're making a mistake being here." And then Gi-hun was talking about pretty much to summarize, he was just talking about how he felt like the games were wrong. They're using folks for their own amusement and greed, and, to playing off people's greed and being down in their luck and stuff. And what I thought was so poignant was when the front man was like, "No one forced you to play. You
Mm-hmm.
all agreed to play. Every single person we pick are at a position in their lives where they're experiencing like a lot of debt, unfortunate circumstances." And pretty much paraphrase, he said, they all had opportunities to get out, but they did not. This is key. I think this is going to play further on, but this is key, and this is a good point to take a quick pause because I'm curious to see what people think. Do you think what he's saying is true about today's world? Like, there are some folks out there so far down their luck that you would sacrifice life to make enough money to make your dreams come true to get out
Yes.
of debt. Is it worth it?
Yes.
I'm curious.
That's not even today's society. I think that's been society for a long time.
I don't know, but this is different. Like, it's different when you bet on the lottery or you bet on a horse, but you're risking your life. And let's be honest, some of these folks didn't know at the time, but as the game went on in season 1, there was still people that still was continuing wanting to play. So I'm just curious if anybody else would do it. So let's see, Juana says, "This show makes you see how gambling is really a disease and how people don't value life." I agree. I
I
agree.
find I find it interesting that you're right into a sense, and I think that another key point in their conversation, the point I do remember, he says, oh, what does he say? Oh, the game will never end because the way the world is.
Mm, yeah.
Basically, we'll always find people who will risk their lives for money, for that amount of money. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. We could do this today, tomorrow, 20 years ago, 20 years from now. It doesn't matter. As long as you have lower class, middle class, upper class, poverty, you will always find people who want more than what they have. And that's including us who are pretty far comfortable. I won't say well off, but comfortable in life. Some of us will do it too.
What you mean by some of us would do it? What you mean?
Some of us that are in the middle class, lower class will do something like this too to change our lives forever.
Okay, so now I'm gonna throw it back at you. So if you were put in the same predicament, would you play in the
Yep.
game?
Yep.
Nah, I would not. I would not.
Okay, wait.
I mean,
Go
I
back
guess
to
it's easy
season
for
one.
me to say I'm not in deep debt. I'm not in deep debt.
Either am
But
I.
even if I was, why would I'm just saying, I'm
Okay.
just saying from my perspective, because you said you would play,
Yeah.
right? And they said their argument is or assessment is that they feel like people would play these games because they're so down their luck that they're looking for an opportunity to change their fortune in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that they would do these crazy games and risk life or limb for the opportunity to potentially win all this money when the odds are clearly against them. Is
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what the exact odds of winning all 6 games, but it's not like you lose and you go home like Fear Factor. You die, you know? So that's why I'm surprised you said you would actually play. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even think twice. Like, let's do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be afraid of losing your life to do this?
So if it's season 2 and I know the risk, but in season 1, like none of them knew they were gonna die. Yeah,
So you're
see,
talking about
that's
viewers from the perspective of Gi Hung, right?
right. Like all them in season 1, she said, "We're not playing
Yeah.
on people will die."
Yeah, exactly.
For that amount of money, it's almost like $1 billion or $100 million, whatever is in the US.
Man. Nah.
They
I
tell you
just
the
couldn't do it,
odds in the
man.
show, which was interesting. They do?
Yeah, they tell you. They tell you, um, I think I'll pause there. I don't wanna give any
Yeah,
spoilers.
that must be later on Because
Yeah, I won't say that.
okay, God dog. So I guess to kind of end the episode, the Marines are following the limo and they have a plan. And of course, they said, "Man, this is weird. The limo just keeps driving in circles." And meanwhile, oh, next episode you'll see it. Thanks, spoiler alert.
I know, yeah,
Spoiler.
I
Dang,
know.
homie, don't spoil it for me. Yeah, exactly. Shoot.
Here we are trying to warn people that we're not going to give out spoilers. You give out. Thanks a lot. Luckily, I watched it already, but geez.
She said- Sorry. Well, okay, moving on. So the limo's driving around circles. One of the Squid Game soldiers takes out both the following cars. Then the cop, he's like, "Yo, I got him. We'll follow him." They take out the cop car. At that point, I think 456 was just like, "I want to get back in the games again."
Right.
And so once he heard on his earpiece that all his guys were taken out, he's like, "All right, put me back in. I want to be back in the game." And dude was like a perfect line, and I'm gonna mess it up, but he was like, "Are you sure?" Because just a second ago you want to stop the games,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
now
but
you
yeah,
want to
exactly.
be in. That was a great line, and I don't
Mhm.
remember his response. That's the bad part. I don't remember his response at all. Do you remember by chance?
No, I'm trying to go through my memory. I can't quite remember what he said, but just remembering he was dead set on getting back in. But the interesting thing is, even though he said that, he knows Gi Hong is not going for the money.
Right.
He's going in for the simple fact of getting in to try to get to take down the syndicate. And I think he was going in with the idea of thinking, I got this tracker in my mouth. I can get back to the games,
Right.
to the island. They can get there and blah, blah, blah.
I think you're right. So they ended up giving the sleeping gas. He went to sleep and he's on his way to the game. So here's the interesting part. If you remember the girl from the amusement park who was the
Mhm.
bunny,
That was a
she
big shocker. Yeah.
man, so she gets in the truck, and I'm thinking this truck is taking all the contestants there. She gets in a
Mhm.
pod, and then you see her put on a Squid Game soldier outfit. Like,
Mhm.
do you think she's disguising herself as that to steal the money for the
No,
kid?
I think she is going back, but under a different role. Cause like if to me, the whole premise of the show is that people in certain circumstances would do anything, almost anything for money. So you look at this girl who was living in her car. She's paying all this money to a broker to try to find her brother. And she has this girl who she befriended, a little girl who's sick that needed the money.
Mm-hmm.
So what I don't know is how do they determine who gets to go as a contestant and who gets to go as a worker under the game?
Mm,
Because when she put on that pink costume to be one of the soldiers, she's going back as an enforcer,
correct.
which is weird. How did they determine who goes as an enforcer and as a recruit as a contestant? It's interesting. Maybe
I thought,
because of the way because she was kind of cold, to be honest. They even said it when they were talking about when she quit, and they was like, "Hey,
all right.
why don't you
Good
come
point.
back and just hang out with us?" And she just
Go
was
to the
like
party.
totally cold,
Yeah.
like, "Thank you for everything." And she just walked off, and the guy was like, "I hadn't had a conversation with her for 2 years. I don't know who this person is." So maybe that's why they picked her for this particular role. That makes sense.
Man,
Seems
you
like that
caught
makes
up on
sense.
that. That was pretty good. I missed that. I remember that happening, but I don't remember that. She was looking for her child, not brother,
Her
right?
child Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, good correction. Right, that's right, that's right. Because I remember now. Because the, broker was saying, you need to forget about her
Oh.
or her child or whatever. That's right, it wasn't
Oh,
her brother,
yep.
you're right.
Yep, yep, yep,
Good
yep,
point.
yep.
Good
Yep.
point. Good
Good
catch.
catch. Yeah, so
Well, that helps when you have somebody who already watched the whole season already.
but she remember episode 2. I just watched episode 2. I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
But God, I need to shake this cough. But But that was episode 2. That's how it ended. She got in the truck, put on the soldier outfit, and she's soldiering up now as the Squid Game enforcer. Good word, not a contestant. So 456 is back in the game. I'm pretty sure they'll give him his number again. And then you have a lot of people. If you don't forget from season 1, you still have the girl and the guy on the motorcycle, the pregnant girl and the guy on the motorcycle. So I'm interested in how that's going to turn out. And no other real contestants stand out. I can't think of anybody else who's a contestant.
Yeah, it's still early. I'm sure when they do the next episode, you'll see some specific people or certain people that's going to stand out. You know,
Yeah. So
I think it's
episode
going to be
2,
pretty interesting.
episode 2 feels like if I were to name this, I would call it the checkers and chess game. Because the reason I call it that is that 456 thought he was playing a game to catch the front man, and the front man was playing a game to figure out how to catch 456. So I found that very interesting.
You know what? I disagree. I don't think the front man was trying to catch 456 at all. I think that for all people who have won the games, they track them. I think you mentioned it last show. I think they just track them. But this particular guy, I don't think he was intending to try to catch 456. I think when 456 kind of kept pressing and pressing and pressing, I think his intent was really to try to convince him to like, yo, you're not going to come find us. You need to like just, get rid of him or something. I don't know if they was going to kill him. But I think his intent was not to like capture him or anything. Because remember, like it wasn't until Gi-hong kept persistently asking him about the game and then eventually saying, I want to get back in the game.
Right.
And it wasn't like he instantly said, okay, we're going to put you in the game. He's like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because before you wanted to end the game or whatever. Which in a way, I think also that dialogue they had in the limo, I almost feel like the front man was kind of empathizing with him a little bit, but was telling him like, look, it is what it is. As long as the world is the way it is, that's why we continue to have these games. These people have choices.
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
mean, I could be wrong. Yeah.
But I think, like I said, chess and checkers lead up to the rest of the season. And I think from now on, it seems like the games are going to happen for the next 4 episodes or so. Your thoughts on, you already seen episode 3. My thoughts on episode 3, I really don't know. I think it's just going to be the games. I did see the preview. It looked like red light, green light was coming back. So interested to see that. And then new characters that take place. Interested to see how they're going to conform or how the game is going to work. 456 is going to try to stop the game. If he's going to try to stop the game and mess everything up. And
oh, look what we got here.
What was that?
It's Dell.
Where's he at?
Reds in the wire, open fire.
I don't see that.
I can see him. He's right there.
Wait,
that's a nice jersey, man. I might have to see you some loot.
Oh. Dale in the building. Hold on. Hold on.
How
I
you
gotta
gonna see?
hold on. Boom.
This man will ever see me.
Bing. Dale in the building.
What up?
What's up, man?
Hold on, let's make sure that everybody can hear you. Because last time we had that problem. Where you at the airport? Oh, he ain't got no good Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi.
All right, I can hear you now. What's up, man? Where you at?
Harbor.
Oh, Sky Harbor. Bro, be careful, man. There's a shooting down there.
Hey, I know. Should have got my Leosa with me.
You can't travel with the Leosa.
Hey, we made changes to that red kind of. Hey, I'm watching Squid Games when on this flight, so I couldn't tune in. How is it so far though?
It's dope.
It's better than the first one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Even just after 2 episodes, it's really good. I would say it's about dead even, but that says a lot for just 2 episodes. I think it's dead.
Yeah, I got a 12-hour flight, so I'm gonna watch all 7 episodes straight.
Oh
Oh,
man.
dang.
Well, we'll be back on
And we
tomorrow
doing
talking about
one
episode
episode
3.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be able to catch up next time. Yeah, but
So,
I'll land Saturday 1 p.m. y'all's time, but Sunday morning in Korea.
Okay.
See the real
Hey,
Squid
Dell,
Game.
why you on there, man? Why you on here? Let me ask you, man. You seen the whole season 1, right?
Yeah.
Do you think if you was put in those same circumstances, would you risk your life playing a bunch of games to win 30 million American dollars?
it's more than 30 million.
Absolutely.
I just
Yeah.
Googled it. Currency rate, exchange rate, 45 billion is equivalent to $30 million.
No, if I was in the like predicament I'm
30 million, that's it?
Yeah, I just Googled it.
I got
$45 billion currency conversion rate to US dollars is 30 million.
now I gotta rethink.
Yep, $30,689,835.
7 episodes wasn't enough. So there's gonna be a season 3, is what you're telling me.
Hmm?
Big William says 7 episodes wasn't
Oh.
enough.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a season 3. They're gonna milk
All
this
right,
as
stop,
long
stop,
as
stop,
they
stop,
can,
stop,
and I don't
stop.
blame them.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I thought you were gonna spoil
They're
it.
gonna milk this.
Dale,
Oh,
you still
man.
there?
They're
You
gonna
still
milk
with
this.
us? He paused.
Hey, McWilliams, tell me, would you do it? I think you already answered
She
that.
said no.
I think you already answered. Oh,
She
she
said now
no.
people gonna die.
Oh,
Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up.
I can't believe you would do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's kind of dark and sinister. That you
And
would
I'm
want to
competitive.
play these games knowing people is going to die to
Yeah.
win this money.
Yeah, sign me up. I'm in there.
Wow, that just seems so dark and sinister, man.
I'm in there. And
Okay.
y'all better cheer me on too.
Your first game will be climbing those milk crates.
I don't know what that is.
You never seen that challenge where they stack the milk crates up like stairs? You gotta climb up them, and all these people fall off of it. It's hilarious.
I don't remember that one.
Mhm.
Anyway, so that was episode 2. We'll come back. Are you gonna be able to come back tomorrow for episode 3?
Yeah, just let me know what time. That's all.
All right. We'll work on
Oh,
the
you know
time.
what? It's gonna have to be before 6
PM?
my time because I'm going to the Buffaloes game.
Oh, we'll do it early then. I can watch it
We
tonight.
can do it early.
And we can do it tomorrow morning.
All right, well, just let me know what time tomorrow then.
Okay, so we'll be back on for episode 3 tomorrow, which looks like a good one. So I'll probably watch it tonight and then talk about it
Oh, it's a
tomorrow.
good one.
Cool,
Mhm.
cool. So you
Yep,
let
yep,
me
yep,
know
yep.
what time. Let the people know what time.
Let's see.
Oh,
Saturday.
McWilliams is going to the game too.
Oh, you gonna be at the game? You rooting for Colorado or BYU? I'm rooting for BYU because I'm tired of Colorado train. My son, who's not a big sports fan, but he freaking loves the Buffaloes. He's a mark for the Buffaloes. I'm going for Brigham
Dang,
Young.
a
Anyway,
mark.
let's shoot for 11 o'clock my time. So 10 o'clock yours.
10 o'clock my time. All right, so 10 o'clock Mountain Standard, 11 Central, 12 Eastern for y'all to get on, talk about episode 3. And then Sunday, we'll talk about episode 4. Then hopefully DC can come back on with me Sunday to talk about the Atlanta game Sunday against the Commanders.
I'm gonna leave next week, so I'm good. So, okay, yeah, coming in my Sanders Cowboys jersey. Boo!
It doesn't matter what you think.
Boo!
Okay.
How you gonna do that and then cough afterwards?
I can't stop this dang cough. All right, so tomorrow gave you the time. Sunday we'll be back on for talk about episode 4. Then we'll get into the Atlanta Washington game. I'll be on for play-by-play for that. DC, if you can get on, that'd be dope. And then Monday, episode 5, New Year's Eve, episode 6, New Year's Day, the end. Start 2025 off with episode 7. I'm a Cowboys fan. I just want you to know that. I'm a Cowboys fan.
You ain't no goddamn Cowboys fan, man. Stop playing.
They beat the Bucks.
You I swear you like, man. One day you're a Falcons fan, Crimson Tide fan, Niner fan. Good Lord have mercy. You got a lot of stickers on your suitcase, don't you?
They beat the Bucks.
Good Lord.
I'm just a fan for them until Atlanta plays on Sunday, but they beat the Bucks.
Well, Atlanta's about to lose anyway, so it don't matter.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to see your face. I can't wait.
Likewise.
Rise
Can't wait to
up.
see yours too.
Rise up. This is gonna get us in the playoffs. Rise up. And the Cowboys just been CD Lamb.
Yep, and Jalen Hurts not playing. We still gonna win anyway. So it don't matter. It really don't matter. We're not gonna win the number 1 seed. All we need is one win to clinch the division. And if we don't get it against Dallas, we're gonna get it against the Giants. We're gonna clinch the division.
Yeah, but don't worry.
So it don't matter.
We're gonna beat the Commanders on Sunday, so it'll help y'all out. It'll help y'all out. Give y'all a clear road all the way there. So
don't
worry about it.
So
Give y'all
there you have it.
clear road. Last time for the season.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
So much for that. All right, we out of here. Appreciate it. Episode 2 complete. Episode 3 tomorrow. Squid Games season 2. Unpopular celebrities live and in your face. Only talking about season 3 or episode 3 tomorrow. McWilliams. Spoiler alert. Episode 3. We out. 2.
Really?
All right. Peace.
Go Birds.
There it is. Peace.